We're back in the marital bed.
Yes,
Sleep Week continues. And if you have kids, you know that sleep time is often a struggle.
It is.
Here with solutions to end the bedtime battle is psychologist, mom of 3, and best-selling author of Good Inside, Dr. Becky Kennedy. Hi, Dr. Becky. Welcome.
Thank you.
We got a lot of followers.
Yeah.
1.7+ million. Yeah. How'd you do that?
Sleep, is it a sleep Instagram page?
It's about so many different aspects of parenting. Sleep is certainly a struggle for a lot of people.
So kids resist bedtime in general?
Yeah, I think the big reframe to start with sleep is that sleep struggles are separation struggles. Right, so as parents, we think a lot about our kids separating at daycare or school. We prepare them, but at night they separate from us for longer. They're often alone and they're in the dark, so it's actually harder. So it's filled with anxiety. So as a starting point, I tell all parents, give your kids a bedtime mantra because it takes the ball of anxiety and it gives them something to focus on. So Ryan, if you were my child, it might be, Ryan is safe, mommy is near, my bed is cozy.
I could use that as an adult.
There you go.
So what about when they put up a fight to put on their pajamas or they just resist?
Yes, so my favorite hack here works for any resistance, going to bed, cleaning up anything. I call it the close your eyes hack. So I'll model it and then explain why it works.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna close my eyes. And all I'm saying, Kelly, is if when I open my eyes, you're not here, and I don't know, you've run to your room and started to put on your pajamas, and I open my eyes, I'm gonna be so confused, I might fall down, I might do a silly dance. Kids, 99 times out of 100, run, because instead of the control and harshness of, go to your room, put on your PJs.
It's a game.
It's a game, and you give them trust by closing your eyes, they generally cooperate.
And what should you do if your child is hungry at bedtime? Because that happens a lot. Like,
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's an actual hunger or
An
a
excuse to
delay
not go to
tactic,
sleep.
but it's, I'm hungry.
Exactly. So I like to just get ahead of that in my own house with my kids. I tell them early on, you know, at 6:30 if they go to bed at 7, at 7:30 if it's 8, I'm just gonna give you a snack. I always make it a boring snack because that way if it's cheese or yogurt or nuts or avocado, I know if they're actually hungry, they'll eat it. And if it's not about food, they'll resist
So these
it.
are good snacks.
Sure, something
I
that you
love those
consider
snacks.
kind of boring, that's not too
I mean,
exciting.
these
You
are
think
our
those are pretty
favorite
exciting?
snacks.
All right, well,
These to
those-
us are the
whatever
most-
floats your boat.
Yeah.
There's avocados like
Yeah.
that. What about the child that goes down but then gets out of bed, like comes to see you?
Yes. So again, if we think about sleep as separation, kids are anxious, so they want to seek proximity to parents to feel safe again. So again, I'm all about just avoiding the power struggle. I tell parents for a short time, just reverse it. Instead of waiting on the couch, getting annoyed and walking them back, tell your child, hey, when you go to bed, I'm gonna wait outside. And when you're quiet, I'm just gonna pop my head in and I'll say, Priya is safe, mommy is near, then I'll stop. When you're quiet, I'll do it again. Now they're staying in bed while feeling safe, and after a couple days, they should stop coming out.
Come back. All right, Dr. Becky, what about books, singing songs? How does that help children fall asleep?
Yeah, I think giving kids a routine, it's just something predictable they can rely on, which always helps us when we're anxious. So I often tell parents, create some type of visual chart. Now, let me just say, I hear that myself, and I think, I'm not doing that, that's too much time. I'm not talking about anything fancy. Google book, Google song, print out an image, put it on the wall, and then it's you and your kid against the routine on the wall instead of you against your kid.
Oh, interesting.
That actually is a great idea. Also, I think that kids, when they know what to expect, it becomes like part of the ritual. So they know like it's bedtime story time.
Exactly.
You know. What about if your kid has bad dreams or night terrors or something wakes them?
Yes. So first thing to know about night terrors is they're not the same as nightmares. And you kind of know your kid is in a night terror because they actually don't seem completely there. Their eyes often look kind of blank. They're not really saying anything sensical. They're not actually fully conscious. They're kind of stuck between sleep and wake state. Key, calm yourself first. So I say to myself, Becky, I'm safe. This is an emergency. I can do this. Then I would say just put your hand on your kid's back, whisper in their ear, because I think on some level they hear it, just, you're safe. I'm here, and then just wait it out and don't wake them up.
Okay, in closing, what's one final strategy for parents when it comes to kids going to bed?
I would say validate their kind of delay and then give them something else to connect you about. So instead of connecting about the delay, come on, you have to go to bed. I said bed. Validate, oh, you don't really want to go to sleep right now. And then give them a story like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I didn't tell you what happened in my day today. Your kid will connect to you around that while you're brushing
That's
their
funny.
teeth.
That would keep me awake. No, don't tell me. For more great parenting advice, check out Dr. Becky's book, Good Inside, available everywhere books are sold. Pleasure having you on. Thank you for the great tips.
Thank you.